Okay, so in today's video about XRP, we are going to check out the live chart, see what is going on there. But before that, we are going to check out some articles and see what is going on in the news area. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're having a great time with your family and loved ones. And let's start this video by checking out this article. And according to the title, new key date revealed for XRP holders. Let's read this one, see what is happening. Grayscale's XRP ETF filing has been posted to the Federal Register, the official journal of federal government. The US Security and Exchanges Commission, SEC, now has to either approve or deny the proposed product on or before October 18th. Of course, the agency could announce its decision earlier. Now, what do you think will happen? I would say potentially before this date. I'm gonna say XRP ETF is actually going to get approved. And where was it? I think it was right in here. Okay, the odds of such a product being greenlit in 2025 have now jumped to 81% following the most recent developments. And I think this is from Polymarket, and the last time that we checked the odds, it was like 60% this year, and the remainder 40% were actually talking about the early months of 2026. And now it seems like that everybody is thinking we are going to have most likely XRP ETF before the end of 2025, which will be fantastic. And we talked about this so many times. The reason that so many institutions are filing for an XRP ETF is because outside of the crypto market itself, there are a lot of demand for XRP. And I do think when we launch XRP ETFs, a lot of people are going to invest heavily on Ripple, which will ultimately result to more demand and price appreciation for the token. So overall, this is fantastic news, and I fully believe that this XRP ETF will be approved. So overall, very much positive news. Now, according to another article, Novogratz names key reason why XRP and Cardano remain among top tokens. And I think he kind of hits the nail on the absolute top. Let's read this article and see what he says. Cryptocurrency mogul Mike Novogratz has weighed in on the staying power of XRP token during a recent appearance on Galaxy Brain alongside Pantera Capital founder. And he said in that program, why is Cardano still one of the bigger coins, or XRP? Because they got started early when there were not as many choices and they built communities. Now there is not enough time for new tokens to create narratives and build communities, since there is an infinite number of new cryptocurrencies every single day. And I think he is absolutely correct. He continued by saying launching something like Novocoin would be a lot harder today, since it would be challenging to build a community. And even some extremely famous people could struggle to build resilient communities. And I think this is a very classic question of, does price follow the narrative or the narrative follows price? And from my point of view, at least, I don't know about you guys, I believe price does actually follow narrative. And that's why when you build massive communities and you have proved yourself already, you are going to have a beautiful narrative, which will ultimately send the price just higher and higher. And here is a top tip, top secret for you, which I want to tell my members in the next market update. I think in this bull run, you are probably going to see a whole lot of 2017 altcoins going on an absolutely magnificent bull run. So I would like to suggest to maybe check some of them out, because I think you may actually find some hidden gems there. Now, let's move on to the next article and see what is happening. Excuse me, it was right in here. Okay, so according to the title of this article, XRP paints secret but major pattern. Let's move, I think it was this part of the article. Yep, okay, so on its price chart, XRP is developing an interesting but frequently disregarded technical pattern that could portend a significant move soon. A tilted head and shoulders formation is suggested by the price structure. If invalidated, this could be the setup for a breakout or a warning of a reversal. Due to this slanted neckline, this pattern is a bit more difficult to spot at first glance, and they said in here, since late 2024, XRP price has been supported by an upward trend line, which is currently circling. It is imperative to hold this level because A breakdown might drive the asset closer to the important support level, which stands at around $2.2. If bulls are unable to sustain their momentum, a move down below this level could validate the head and shoulder structure, opening the door for additional declines to somewhere around potentially $1.7. Now, I want to personally push back a bit on this subject because let's actually go on XRP chart and see what is going on there. And I'm going to tell you why this may not necessarily be the case. Okay, so here we are on XRP and let's go on H4 time frame, see what's happening. Let's just delete the lines. Okay, so here's the situation. I believe they are talking about potentially this head and shoulder structure right in here. And if we get a break of the line, they say we may go down, and who knows, maybe even we are going to take the lowest low down here about $1.8. However, I do not believe this is the case. You see, in a head and shoulder structure, when you are completing the pattern, in this breaking phase right in here, you are going to see some beautiful liquidation events. However, in XRP, what did we have? We did actually have a liquidation event, but that took place when we were shaping our head, which is highly unusual. Why is that? Because you probably know my personal opinion on liquidation events if you are a regular viewer. I think liquidation events usually, I would say more than 70-80% of the time, mark some sort of a very strong bottom. So what's the point that I'm trying to make? Personally, and again, once more, this is just my own opinion. You can have a different one. I will absolutely respect it, but I'm not going to agree with it. This thing right in here is actually our final bottom in XRP, and odds are on a high degree we are probably having, if we just take this one, okay, 5 wave up into wave 1, and then we are having a correction structure into wave 2, and after our correction is over, or who knows, maybe it's over already, we are going to have another beautiful move up into wave 3, 4, 5, and trust me, you are not ready for what is about to come in XRP. In my opinion, in this phase, we can have potentially a 100 to 300% move on the upside. And this is exactly why I do not believe that in XRP, right now, at least overall in the midterm, we are having any kind of special bearish patterns. Sure, in like very short term, I guess it's fair enough. We can say we may do something like this, like a move down and then pull back and another move on the downside. But at that point, I'm going to tell you in XRP, we are having a correction structure starting from this side, and it's going to be, you probably know it again, if you are a regular viewer, an ABC expanded flat, which looks like this. This is our initial move on the downside into wave A, correction for wave B, which in this phase, we are going to take this side and then another move down into our C leg, and in it, we are going to take the low of our wave A, and for our sub waves, ABC down into A, correction for wave B, maybe ABC, maybe WXY, doesn't really matter, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down into our ceiling. Now let's go on the live chart, see what is happening. So as long as we're not getting a move down in XRP, in order to reach to these levels, I can actually tell you we are bullish. But if we do something like this, at that point, I'm gonna say probably we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down, and this move up can be at that point an A, B, C zigzag structure, and in here I guess this can be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into A, correction for wave B, and another move down into our C leg. Let's just take this one again. My mouse is a bit glitchy. Okay, and on a higher degree, well, these are the sub waves for an A, B, C in form of an expanded flat, and again, this is going to be overall a correction structure into our wave 2, and after it's over, we're gonna get a big move up into wave 3 and 4 and 5. So you see, one way or the other, in my opinion, in XRP, we are looking great. And this point right in here, there's like a very high chance that is actually our final bottom in Ripple in the short term. And it's just the question of whether we are going to get our move on the upside in Ripple from the current point or maybe a bit lower. I just do not believe that matters a whole lot. So overall, in terms of the news, we are having great ones. The fact that we can now comfortably say most likely XRP ETF is going to get approved before the end of 2025, in my opinion, is wonderful. And also in terms of structures, we are looking great. So there is not really a whole lot to be worried about in XRP. Let's just enjoy the ride. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in XRP's price chart. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next video, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.